I'm sure if you went to school for at least one day of your life, you would probably know that it's a little boring. And that's how I've been feeling with a lot of my school lately. It's just boring, boring, boring. So annoying to deal with, such a bad environment to be around. So I try to spice it up a little. One of my favorite teachers was subbing for my friend's class, and I just decided to ask the teacher to go to the bathroom. I didn't actually have to go to the bathroom, but I just walk in their class. Like the door's locked too, so I knock on the door. Some random person just opens it, goes back to their seat, and I just see 30 people all sat in the classroom. Dark lights, nobody's talking. There's a sub, nobody is doing anything. And I'm here just sat there, standing. I'm not sat there, I'm standing in front of the whole class. And I say to my it was my Spanish teacher, by the way. I said, "Hola, hola, Spanish teacher," and he just said, "Hello." I close the door and I leave. And that same day, I was in my math class, and the teacher was wearing a pretty fire shirt, like, like I would probably wear it too. Like it was a pretty nice shirt. And then as the class goes on, someone says something about her shirt, and like she says thank you, and then it gets quiet, and then I say, "Yeah, that shirt goes tough." And then the whole class just starts laughing and agreeing with me. And it was just such a funny moment. And as I was going from class to class, school day to school day, just dabbing everyone up. Just dabbing everyone up, saying what's up. Just saying hi to everyone that I see in school. And all those moments, all the times I dabbed people up, I said hi to that Spanish teacher that was in a different class, and said that my math teacher's shirt was hard as frick. all the times I said that was in one day of school. One day of school, I was dabbing a bunch of people up, saying hi to people, saw my Spanish teacher in a different class, and said my math teacher's shirt was fire. So all of that happened in one day, and I look back at that day with great joy. I'm glad I did those things. I'm glad I actually went to school that day so I can do those things. Isn't that such a crazy thing? Isn't that something that can just spice up school a lot more? Something that can make school kind of worth going to, and something you look forward to doing. Just doing crazy, funny things in your class. Because I could have been sad that I had some presentation to do. Or I could have just been appreciated of it, been confident, and actually had a W presentation. That's exactly what I did. I had a presentation a few days ago, and instead of being so nervous about it, I stood there confident in front of the whole class. And I was laughing too. I was enjoying the moments because at that same time, oh my gosh, I can't even believe I did this. One of the slides I had was like, why what I'm talking about works and why is it effective. And I said in that thing that school is school is filled with delinquents and a bunch of tomfoolery, and I said that with a straight face, but I could not hold it anymore, and I ended up laughing at the end. And I didn't care, and I probably got a good grade on it. Like my presentation was the best in the whole entire class for sure, bro. Nobody else cares. Nobody else tries to do anything. And that's the crazy thing too, bro. Like, yeah, school is could be boring, it could suck, but nobody tries to do anything about it. They just accept the fact that, yeah, school takes up some time of my life, and then they don't do anything about it. I feel like that's something that we can actually change starting from today. Next time we go to school, we can try to do cooler things in school, I guess. We can try to ask the teacher about this. And even if you don't go out your way to try to do some crazy thing like walk in front of a whole class naked or something, like you can still just be appreciative of the moments that do happen in school. Like you can be appreciative of that there's a fight happening in school. You can enjoy the fact that you missed your bus for the fifth time. Bro, so many times I missed my bus, and I had either had to beg my parents to drop me off school, or I had to just run to the completely other side of the road to get on the next stop. And sometimes the bus just completely misses me. He's like, I don't care about you, you're gone, and then just drives right past me. Another time I left one of my coats at school, and then the next day I check and find it. It was my only coat. I check and find it, and it's still there. It's still there lying in the same spot it was yesterday. And you could be sad about those moments. You cannot appreciate those moments. Or you can actually just be grateful for those moments. Be grateful that it actually happened in your life. Because I can tell you these things and be upset about it, like, oh man, I wish I just didn't have to stress about my bus. I wish I didn't have to do this business presentation. I wish I wasn't surrounded by so many weirdos, and I wish I had my Spanish teacher again. I can tell you those things and be sad about it and, hate my life now because I don't have those things happening again. Or I can just be appreciative that it's happening in my life. Doesn't that just sound like a much better life to live? A much better outlook on school and just life in general? Because I did some things like that were risky or close or dangerous, or like, oh, you shouldn't really do that. Like breaking the rules a little, leaving class 1 minute late, or skipping a class for a little, like just something like that, for example. You could say those moments are like bad or something, but I see them in a good way, because the lessons and experiences and moments that happened in my life because of those things, and the person I am today because I did those things. Because imagine if I never talked to the bus driver. Imagine if I never talked to the lunch lady. Imagine if I never told the lunch lady to have a great day. If I didn't do those things, I probably wouldn't even be sitting here right now. Sitting here in some public place where there's people playing basketball there, people throwing frisbees everywhere. I would not be comfortable sitting here right now. And I'm not gonna lie, I am a little uncomfortable. But the fact that I've just been doing it so many times, practicing all the times I've been uncomfortable in school, I'm able to be sat here right now in this nice view, this nice, amazing sunset. We're able to enjoy this nice view. Isn't that just such a great outlook to have on life? Instead of being so negative and seeing all the downsides in our life, why don't we just see the positive stuff? Why don't we take some time to appreciate the things we actually did in life? The things that actually transformed us and turned us into the person we are today. I really do believe you can control if school is fun or not. You really can. Unless school is like actually absolutely terrible, like there's just so many problems. But I feel like you shouldn't use that as an excuse though, because there's so many problems with my school too. Like it's a poor school, it's a public school, bunch of crazy things are happening in that school, but you can still try your best to get some type of experiences out of it. Try your best to use what is in school to your advantage. The fact that there's sports you can do, the fact that there's a million other people in that school that you can talk to. Think of a moment where you actually could have done something. You actually could have talked to that one person. You actually could have done that one thing. You actually could have tried doing this instead of going on your phone when there's nothing to do in school. Complaining about school, thinking no one can relate to you, but you never even talk to that person, so how do you know if you can relate to them or not? There's probably some moments where you probably could have done something extra. You probably could have done this thing a little more to, make it more fun. You probably could have played sports. You probably could have played soccer. You probably could have done those things, because as soon as I got into high school, I played sports, I played soccer, I played lacrosse, and I'm so glad I did it. It was honestly one of the greatest choices I ever made in my life, because the amount of experiences, lessons, things I've learned from doing those things, it's priceless. It's priceless. Way better than just going home and watching YouTube videos, playing video games, doing some random things like that, not living my life. Like just an example I can give of you, like out at school, I was playing field kick, like that thing where you go like that and you kick something. I was playing field kick with a bunch of carrots. Whether you're at lunch, on the bus, in school when it is boring, because school, I will admit school is boring, but you can do things to make it not boring. You can't control if school is fun or not. You really can. Try to enjoy those moments more so you can get more out of school, so it isn't a complete waste. But one thing I will say though, it is hard to connect and relate to people in school, even if you do talk to a lot of people. Everyone just wants to play video games. Everyone isn't as disciplined as you. Everyone doesn't really care about their life as much as you, as much as us. Which is why I have a like-minded club that I made, which you can join in the link in the description, to connect with people that are actually like you and get so much more experiences and level up your social skills talking to the people you actually want to talk to, instead of talking to some crazy people in school who don't even care about you, maybe even bully you or something. So join that like-minded club in the description. It's a great place to be, and I hope to see you there, because I'm in there too, bro. It's lit. I'm in there, a bunch of other people are in there, and it's a great place to be. So join that club right now, and I can't wait to see you in there. I hope you enjoyed this video, and yeah, I'll see you later, bro. Peace.